Good morning, everybody. Reed here, conductor at Orchestra Farm. Getting ready to go into work for the day, and as I'm driving to work, I'm thinking about parenting. Something that, as a father of three, I consider every now and then. And I was witnessing some children interacting with their parents recently, and I was dumbfounded by the lack of respect I saw these children demonstrating to their parents. And you might ask, how would you describe that, Reed? If you're calling your parents names like dumb and stupid, that to me is straight up disrespectful. And personally in my house, that won't fly. Like, what do I mean by that won't fly? I will acknowledge the child that they're showing disrespect, and then I'll let them know you can either course correct right now, or ramifications will happen, such as, oh, you can't watch anything on a device, or use the device, or you're going to bed early, or whatever the things might be. And with that, my children at this time are very respectful of my wife and I, and will even catch things like their intonation as it changes, because we make a big deal about intonation. There's ways that you want to be asked for things, like when they're little, the concept of fussing is just off the chart, you know? And I get it, when you're a baby, you're screaming about things, and what do you know? Like, you gotta be trained into, like, nobody wants to be screamed at to get their needs met, or to have the child's needs met. And as I was witnessing this, I was like, why? How could this level of disrespect be happening? And it occurred to me, and this is just conjecture, that one or both of the parents must have a level of, oh, the word's missing me now, just lack of, what is that? Oh man, I hate when the words miss my brain. But just that lack of self-care. There's another word I'm seeking, but anyway. And when you don't, consider yourself and have a good positive outlook, anyway, feelings towards yourself, then you don't stand up for when someone else is, treating you unwell. And that in the case of being parents and having two parents in a household, the other parent must also not be standing up for you. And so, with that, I just want to point out what I feel is like the importance to creating a social structure that has respect as a foundation element in it. I mean, if you don't respect yourself, how are we supposed to respect the earth? And if we don't respecting the earth, then we're definitely not respecting each other. And, humanity's got a long way to go still. But I feel like, as far as parenting goes, respect is a crucial piece that we want to pass on as a part of our culture. And disrespecting the parents is a sign that that's not happening. And I don't know how to course correct that, because I feel like you need to deal with people's psychologies. And again, I am not a professional psychologist, so don't take my word for any of this. However, I am a parent. I am watching children grow and trying to provide a good upbringing for them. And because children provide examples for each other, when one child is demonstrating disrespect and nobody speaks up for it, then all the children present think it's okay. And I'm hoping that I can pick up the gusto to offer at least verbal words to say, hey, this behavior stuff that's happening here doesn't fly in this space. If you're going to behave like that, you got to go back to your own house. Because no one is asking for parental advice, right? It's this holy thing that you just can't touch, oh my gosh. But then you see what happens in society when nobody steps up to the parenting role, to the mentor role, to the teacher role, to the... Everyone has a lot to learn, and if you're not taking examples from a good place, then you have only bad examples around. So, you know, with that, I ponder, how do you create respect that encourages interaction and engagement in the relations in your life, whether that be with kids, with adults, with coworkers, with bosses, with the friendly clerks at the store, or the disgruntled ones. You know, in all these different places, there's ways to be respectful. I could go into other stories, but I like to keep it short. I gotta get to work, like I mentioned. Thanks for letting me know in the comments below how you deal with respect, or when it's crossed. If your respect is crossed, how do you go back and repair that? Is it repairable? Another question there. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I hope you have too much fun.